here's my Master Chief sketch. Here's this foam board. I just wet it, soaked it. I threw it on top of a round barrel. I actually kegged in my yard. Dried. It's got this nice round shape. Turn on the picture. Just sketch this on here with a marker, right? Master Chief's upper armor. Got a section for his lower armor down here. And I want to get all these angles right. I'm going to show you how to do some angular drawing, how to make both sides of whatever you're making look the same. So you're just sketching out by hand, you know, you're just guesstimating angles and stuff. I'll show you the way how to draw same angles on both sides. Right? Find the exact center, mark the center from the top and the bottom. Then just measure out. So like, how wide do you want your neck? Here's my neck piece right here. Here's the neck. It's upside down. So I want a 3.5. So on this side, just draw a line for 3.5. My shoulder right here, I measured down at 5. So it'll be at 5. Then I got this angle right here, which I'm not worrying about. I just measured 3 inches. So on this side, I drew a line 3 inches to match it up. Now, to get this black line, see this angle right here to match up, how do you do that? First, measure the distance from the edge of the paper to where the point's at. Right? Turns out it's 10 and 3. No, that's not it. It's 9.5 millimeters from this edge to here. Then measure the distance from here, where you want the next line to be, and I drew it a little extra big, all the way back down to the edge of the paper here. So now I have a measurement for my hypotenuse and tangent. It's like making a triangle like in math class. The same idea. So I just draw this line, measure it, 7 3/4. So on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sketch out 10 3/4, draw a line for my 10 3/4, draw another line for my 9.5 millimeters, and that should intersect right here, right about, and make it perfectly equal on both sides. Let's see how it works out here. Out 10 3/4 right here. Alright. Straight line to the, I'm going to bring this meter. Alright. 9.5 milliliters. Puts me right there. So if I drew this red correctly, this black line and this angle would line up together like they do on this side. So I have 9.5. Okay. On this I have 9.5 in, 9.5 in. Okay. 10 and 1/4 from here to the bottom of the page. Yeah, this one, 10 and 1/4. Let's double check it. Make sure we got it right. 10 and 1/4. Okay. To get the same spot, with the 13.5 to this point is 13.5 centimeters. Alright. So I'm going 1.5 inches up from our previous mark. 1.5 inches up, 13.5 inches over. Gets a 6.5 centimeter line. So I can duplicate these 2 points. There. You can see on our side A. All these measurements in here. We got this angle drawn in there. And now the marker doesn't match. Right? These black lines are the exact same dimensions as the other side. Right? And I can continue this process. I can measure the distance. I can measure the distance from here to the center point here. Then go up, find the exact spot. I can create these angles off of that, because you can obviously see this side's a lot, shorter and longer than this side. This whole thing look a lot better when I actually cut it out. Okay, so cut out the other piece that I was working on earlier. Alright, I built some folds in it so I can make it a little three-dimensional on the sides, have a little width to it. Got this all cut out. I want Master Chief's breastplates or chest plates. I cut this out of the foam board. And I cut all these thin lines, not all the way through the paper. Right? I just cut it, then I could bend it. It got this really nice shape off of it. Right? So just bend in place. Measured out all these spaces in between here. Got some foam board, cut it out, glued it on, so now it'll sit like this. come up. Help add some three-dimensionalness to the costume, right? Add some more size on here, and that is the beginning of the chest plate. Okay, so this is how we get your nylon cloth out of the bag, get your resin stuff, showed you earlier. Take whatever piece you're working on, okay, shape it, cut it all out so it fits, form to your leg piece, or whatever piece you're working on, right? Then you just take the juice, resin, pour it in. Now, I know some wearing gloves, you have to have gloves on. This stuff will burn your fingers if you don't. It actually is so potent that I have 2 layers of gloves on because I was finding it was eating through the first layer of gloves. So, wear gloves. Alright? This says to mix a few drops of this hardener. Okay, this hardener comes with every bucket of resin. Just read the back instructions, tells you how much you want to use. Since this is all I have left, I'm just going to pour it all in there. If you buy a little kit, it comes with a little mixer, just something to mix it up with. You want to get a bucket or another plastic surface like this, so you can mix it up in. And take your cloth in here, get it all soaked up. Make sure you do this outside. It's very toxic fumes. Okay, I got all my cloth here. Just what I do, make sure it's all saturated all over. Don't touch your skin and give yourself a chemical burn. Unfold the pattern you cut out. Okay. Mine's going kind of like this. Okay. You just kind of line it up. Nice and tight. Okay, we can use some time-lapse photography here. Alright.
I gave it to you.
I'm recording.
It's outside on the thing. Just turn it off. Let me get my helmet on.
Alright, we're live.
Recording.
Record.
1, 2,
Brandon.
3.
I'm looking at him.
Shoot. Alright, hold on.
My back.